Dear viewers of my YouTube channel, Dr. C. Ganesh Teaching Modules, I welcome you for my second video in Success to Gate Control Systems Module 2. I thank you very much for your views, subscriptions and sharing. So let me move on to the presentation, Success to Gate Control Systems Module 2. I have taken gate questions from various disciplines, namely electrical engineering, electronics and communication engineering, instrumentation engineering and chemical engineering. The topics pertaining to time response analysis, that is time response of first order system, time response of second order system, error and steady state error. So the topics pertaining to this, whatever questions that have come in these topics, those questions I have taken from these four different question papers. I have taken the questions from the last 5-year question papers, that is 2016 to 2020. The first question: consider a permanent magnet DC motor which is initially at rest. At t equal to 0, a DC voltage of 5 volt is applied to the motor. Its speed monotonically increases from 0 radian per second to 6.32 radian per second in 0.5 second and finally settles to 10 radian per second. Assuming that the armature inductance of the motor is negligible, the transfer function of the motor is, 4 options are given. This question is asked in GATE 2020 Electrical Engineering, question number 34. See, the moment we see the options, we can understand that it is a first order system. A first order system, we know very well from our video 5, time response of first order system. We know very well that it is like this, that is, it is an exponentially rise. So it rises from 0 to 6.32 second. So it rises from 0 to 6.32 second. 0 to 6.3 radian per second in 0.5 second and settles down to 10. That means it is very much similar to the time response of first order system that we have considered in video 5. So time constant means it is the time taken by the system response to reach 63.2% of final value. So 63.2% is 0.5. So time constant is given, final value is given. So from this, how to find the transfer function? So the transfer function of the PMDC motor will be like this: K by Ts plus 1. So it is a type 0 first order system. So it is a type 0 first order system, right? So we have drawn the speed response for the analysis purpose. So we know very well that it is a first order system. The input is 5 volt, so R of t equal to 5, and the it is settling down to 10 radian per second speed. That means final output, steady state output is C of infinity is 10. This problem can be done even by inverse Laplace transform, but I have made it so simple. Instead of finding the response which consumes time, I have done using steady state error. Steady state error, we know very well, it is limit t tends to infinity E of t, which is R of t minus E of t for a unity feedback system. Now R of t is always 5 from t equal to 0 second and final output is 10. Therefore 5 minus 10 is minus 5. So minus 5 is the steady state error, right? Time constant, we know 0.5 second. Coming to the steady state error formula, we know very well that it is limit Sn into 0 S time E of S. This we have seen in our lecture video 7 by final value theorem. And this expression also we have seen for a unity feedback system, limit Sn into 0 S into R of S by 1 plus G of S H of S is 1. So this is given as minus 5. So R of S, since it is 5, input is 5 on Laplace transformation 5 by S. So 1 plus G of S is K by Ts plus 1, because that should be the form, only those forms it is available. So S into 5 by S by 1 plus K Ts plus 1. So when you take s tends to 0, s cancels. So 5 by 1 plus k equal to minus 5. That is what written in the next slide. So 5 by 1 plus k equal to minus 5, or k plus 1 equal to 5 by minus 5 is minus 1. So k is 1 plus 1, it is 2. So k is equal to 2. So if you simplify this, we get k is equal to 2. So the transfer function of the motor is k by ts plus 1. It is k by ts plus 1. So k is 2, t is 0.5, therefore 2 by 0.5 s plus 1. So option B is correct. So option B is 2 by 0.5 s plus 1. Otherwise this problem has to be solved. Anyway, we have to take the inverse Laplace transformation of this, find out c of t. In that c of t we have to substitute the final value. Then a t is equal to 0.5 second, it reaches 6.32. All that we have to substitute and do. This is simpler way. Second problem, it is taken from 2020 GATE Instrumentation Engineering, question number 20. A second order system has closed loop poles located at -3 plus or minus j4. The time t at which the maximum value of the step response occurs in seconds rounded off to 2 decimal places is dash. So the moment we see the problem, we know it is complex poles. Therefore it's a second order system complex poles. We know it is given by minus zeta omega n plus or minus j omega in root of 1 minus zeta square. Therefore if we compare, zeta omega n is 3, omega n into root of 1 minus zeta square is 4. Right. So we know for a second order system subject to unit step input, peak time is pi by omega n root of 1 minus zeta square. So pi by omega n root of 1 minus zeta square is 4. So pi by 4, so which is 0.79 second. It's a very simple problem. Problem number 3, it has been taken from GATE 2020 Instrumentation Engineering, question number 37. The system shown in figure A has time response y of t to an input r of t 10 u of t as shown in figure B. U of t being the unit step input, both k tau are positive, the gain of the system is dash. So here again it is a first order system, a type 0 first order system. Output is given. We know that the final value of the output is 8. So it is 10 u of t, that means when t greater than or equal to 0 it is 10, r of t equal to 10 when t greater than or equal to 0. So that is the input always. Therefore at steady state output is 8. Therefore steady state error, we know 10 minus 8 it is 2. That is what written here. So steady state error expression we know already. In that we can substitute r of s as 10 by s. So g of s is k by tau s plus 1. Substituting as s tends to 0, s cancel each other, so 10 by 1 plus k, so 10 by 1 plus k equal to 2, so 1 plus k equal to 5, therefore k is equal to 4. So gain of the system is 4. When k equal to 4, we get this particular output. That is the thing. Problem number 4. So it has been taken from GATE 2020 Electronics Engineering EC, question number 55. Consider the following closed loop control system where g of s equal to 1 by s into s plus 1 and c of s, this is c of s. Normally we use c of s for the output transfer function, but they have used c of s for some controller transfer function, k into s plus 1 by s plus 3. If the steady state error for a unit ramp input is 0.1, then the value of k is dash. Since the problem is straight away steady state error, we can think of steady state error expression. That's all. We know loop transfer function is g of s into h of s. G of s is whatever is in the forward path. Now the forward path g of s as well as c of s are available. Feedback path h of s is 1. Therefore these two should be multiplied. So these two are multiplied and written here. So ramp input means we can find out the steady state error as 1 by kV. We know in lecture video 7. So we make use of that. We can find kV as limit s into 0 s g of s h of s. Substituting this here as s tends to 0, s cancel each other. So k into 1 by 3, so k by 3. Therefore the steady state error is 1 by kV, which is equal to 3 by k, which is given as 0.1, which is given as 0.1. Therefore k is 3 by 0.130. Even we can verify this very easily. Steady state error is 1 by kV, so find out kV. So this is expression for loop transfer function. So kV is k, I have substituted 30 by 3 is 10, 1 by 10 is 0.1. So like solving an equation, after getting the solution of equation, we can resubstitute in the equation and check whether the both sides of equation are satisfied. Like that we can check. The last problem, consider the following closed loop control system with GP and GC as the transfer functions of the process and controller respectively. For a unit step change in set point YSP, change in the value of the response at steady state is dash. So answer to be given in rounded off to 1 decimal place. So this problem is again a steady state error problem. So h of s is 1, so g of s is multiplication of this. That is what done here. Since it is a step change, unit step change, unit step input position error constant is calculated. So position error constant, just by saying that it is a type 1 system, therefore infinity. Therefore type 1 system means subject to a step input, tracks the input with 0 steady state error. Therefore whatever input we give, same thing we will get as the output at steady state. Therefore our steady state output is also 1. Therefore change in the value of the response at steady state is, it is changing from 0 to 1. Therefore change is 1. So that 1 we have to write as the answer. So in order to facilitate the learners for learning these things in a much better way, and to review the topics if any, I have given for each problem what video they have to refer in my control systems lecture series in the same channel, Dr. C. Ganesh Teaching Modules. So for problem number 1, lecture 5 and lecture 7 are required to be understood and revised. So these are the URLs of the video. And for problem number 2, second order system, this is the URL of the video. Problem number 3, it again deals with time response analysis of first order system and steady state error. So these two URLs like first problem. Problem number 4 and 5 involves with steady state error. Therefore we can use these two URL. Actually the name of the video is error and steady state error. That's not a problem. Anyway, URL is given, so you can go to the URL and check. So I hope I have given some additional content in GATE. In the last video, that is module 1, I have covered the problems in mathematical modeling, transfer function, mechanical systems, electrical systems, block diagram and signal flow graph. So this video I have covered the contents, that is questions pertaining to time response analysis in control systems. Since control system is common to many branches of engineering like instrumentation, chemical, electrical, electronics, I have taken questions from all those question papers. Only some of the questions I have presented in this video. I will present some other questions also, whatever I have left out, with forthcoming videos. I am sure that this video would have satisfied your expectations. In case you have any queries or any feedback, kindly post your queries to the email ID that I have already given in the first slide. I expect still more support from you and encouragement and motivation for doing this GATE series in a much better way. Thank you.